Hello dear students, in this video I am going to discuss about concentration cell. This topic is from the chapter Electrochemistry. Students, concentration cell is an electrochemical cell in which anode and cathode is made up of the same material. Commercially this is feasible, but it should satisfy one condition. Let us see what is the condition it is to be satisfied. Concentration cell electrochemical cell in which anode and cathode is made up of same material, anode and cathode is made up of same material. Cathode is made up of same material. Students, let us consider one concentration cell in which zinc anode is present, zinc cathode is present. Zinc anode is present, Zn solid immersed in the solution which is containing Zn2 plus ions, aqueous solution. Concentration is C1 molar. On the other hand, we are taking same zinc electrode, zinc rod is immersed in the solution which contains Zn2 plus ions, Zns, but the solution concentration now it is different. Zn2 plus aqueous and which has a concentration of C2 molar. These two electrodes are connected through the metallic wire and salt bridge is kept in this solutions which is used for maintaining electroneutrality of the cell. Salt bridge to which two porous plugs are fitted and it is filled with the organic substance agar and a strong electrolyte like KCl, KNO3, like that substances, strong electrolytes. Agar plus KCl, agar organic substance agar plus KCl, it is made into some paste like substance and two porous plugs are fitted. So ions flow is possible through this salt bridge. This is a salt bridge. Students, let us see the condition. What is the required condition to the cell reaction is a feasible reaction, right? So this representation we can write it as Zn solid slash Zn2 plus anode electrode slash anode electrolyte. Concentration is C1 molar. Slash Zn2 plus aqueous. Cathode electrolyte C2 molar is a concentration slash Zns. Students, this we need to convert into the equation form. So better this we can compare with the Daniell cell equation. Zns slash Zn2 plus aqueous double slash Cu2 plus aqueous slash Cu solid. In the equation form, students, this we can write it as Zn plus Cu2 plus aqueous gives rise to Cu solid plus Zn2 plus aqueous. Let us compare this cell notation with this Daniell cell notation and convert this into equation form. Zns anode electrode we are writing first, then cathode electrolyte Cu2 plus aqueous is cathode electrolyte. Here cathode electrolyte is Zn2 plus aqueous but the concentration is C2 molar. Zn2 plus aqueous, concentration is C2 molar. This gives rise to Zn solid S plus Zn2 plus aqueous C1 molar. Students, from the next equation, we can write next equation as E is equal to E naught minus 0.0591 by N log Q, where Q is known as a reaction coefficient, right? N, here number of moles of electron transferred. Zn is converting into Zn2 plus 2 moles of electrons. Here Zn2 plus is converting into Zn. Okay, same, zinc is undergoing reduction, zinc is undergoing oxidation. This is cathode. Cathode is an electrode at which reduction takes place. Anode is an electrode at which oxidation takes place, right? So students, now let us substitute these values in this expression and find out what is the condition required. Hence, from the next equation, E is equal to E naught minus 0.0591 by N log Q. So from this equation, reaction coefficient Q is equal to active mass of the products, product of active masses of the products. Here Zn solid, active mass for the solids is 1. So then only concentration of Zn2 plus we can write in the numerator. Denominator again Zn2 plus aqueous. Zn2 plus aqueous it is present, right? But here concentration, it is in the product side we have a C1 molar. C1, reactant side it is a C2 molar. Let us substitute those values. And the E naught cell, students, for the concentrated cell, E naught cell is equal to 0. Why? Because it is E naught cathode minus E naught anode we can write. But here cathode and anode is made up of the same material. So that's why E naught cell is equal to 0. For example, let us take E naught value for the Zn slash Zn plus 2 slash Zn is equal to minus 0.76 volts. Reduction potential. Zn2 plus is converting into Zn0. Reduction, it is undergoing reduction. Reduction potential is negative. Let us substitute. In this formula, E naught cell is equal to E naught cathode minus E naught anode. Both the electrode potentials are reduction potentials only. Let us substitute this value. 0.76 minus 0.76 minus of minus 0.76, which is plus 0.76. Both will get cancelled, we will get it as a E naught cell is equal to 0. For any concentrated cell, E naught cell is equal to 0 because cathode and anode is made up of the same material. That's why, right? So let us substitute the values in this E cell. E is equal to E naught cell is equal to 0 minus 0.0591. 2 moles of electrons are transferred in this reaction. Zn is converting into Zn2 plus, Zn2 plus is converting into Zn. 2 moles of electrons, N is equal to 2. So log, we can write it as Q is equal to C1 by C2. C1 by C2. Students, this log value should be negative value because here we have already have negative sign, right? So delta G is equal to minus N of E. Delta G is equal to minus N of E. For a spontaneous process, delta G should be less than 0. When delta G should be less than 0, when we will get delta G less than 0 is this E cell should be positive. E cell should be greater than 0 because N is a number, it is positive, F is 96,500. Then for a spontaneous process, definitely E should be greater than 0. So here for the spontaneous process, E should be greater than 0, we know. already it has a minus sign, then this should be negative. Minus into minus will becomes as plus, right? So students, then log C1 by C2 should be less than 0. Less than 0. This is a condition required. Then when it is less than 0, the C1 should be less than, C1 by C2 should be less than 1. When it is less than 1, C1 should be less than C2. This is a condition required. C1 should be less than C2, then only chemical reaction, the cell reaction will become as a spontaneous. Students, here we got an expression for the E cell. E cell is equal to minus 0.0591 by 2 log Q place we are substituting C1 by C2. Then for a spontaneous process, it is clear delta G should be less than 0. When delta G is less than 0, then E should be greater than 0. Then only plus into minus is minus, right? So here this should be positive value. When it is positive, here already we have minus sign. Then this is also should be negative. Minus into minus will becomes as plus. Then this should be less than 0. When it is less than 0, log value, that is C1 by C2 should be less than 1. Then only log of 1 less than 1 will get less than 0. Negative value will get. So C1 by C2 is less than 1. When we will get a C1 by C2 is less than 1, C1 should be less than C2. Then only the cell reaction is spontaneous and the commercially it is feasible, the concentration cell. Thank you for watching.